kind of having that investor cap on. That's how I was really brought into the real estate world, is more on the investor side. And whenever I moved here from Austin, I was again doing more of the wholesaling side of things, and I wanted to know, okay, can I take my same approach that I learned in Austin and can I apply it here in Denver? So Googled Denver investment real estate, and of course Chris Lopez's website's #1, and was just able to discover, through his website, all the great tools and resources of what your castle has to offer. So I actually got my lending license first. And I had a real estate friend, and I was just talking to him about how I'm gonna get business. And I told him, I'm gonna get leads for real estate agents, and that's how I'm gonna find buyers, that are looking to buy, and that's how I'm gonna get business. And he was like, well, that's the hardest part of being a real estate agent. And maybe you should become a real estate agent. And he was just talking about the commission differences. And I just kind of took that to heart and just pretty much told myself I can always try to be an agent, and if it doesn't work out, I can always fall back on being a lender. My most memorable is definitely the first one for me. Not being from Denver, being brand new to the city, being able to drum up business, of people who didn't know me, trying to create those kind of relationships. So that first person, my first transaction in Denver, and also just entrusting me in the whole process on the sales side, their faces will always stick with me, and they're still my friends. We still go catch up, and just being able to have a really great team leader at that point in time and really provide me, with the time and the advice of, how to complete the transaction from step 1 to 100, and seeing my client on the other end of the table so happy. So that was always exciting, and gave me that confidence that every real estate agent needs to be able to go out there and continue to drum up business. One of the cool things that I love about real estate is that it's not a one-size-fits-all. So I really wouldn't say what sets me apart, but maybe what makes me unique, or maybe the niche that I've kind of carved out for myself, is really just trying to be like a problem solver. Being able to discover what's important to the buyer, if that's time, if that's space, if that's in a 1031, or for the seller. And so, really being able to use like my problem solving skills. So the main reason why I'm even sitting in this chair today is because I love the mountains. Going snowboarding is probably one of my biggest passions. And when I was living in Austin, I had my own online marketing business as well. And that allowed me to, every winter, I think it was like for 3-4 years, I went and lived in a different mountain town, and would get 75 days in a season. And I was going to be getting my real estate license, transitioning from the lending to the agent side. And I finally just realized that if I'm going to be an agent, I really need to put down my roots somewhere where I want to be throughout the whole entire year. And I just I met a girl up on the mountain. She was a real estate agent as well, and we just had the same kind of personality, and we ended up just chit-chatting, and just decided I need to be in Denver. So snowboarding is definitely high on the list. Enjoy being outside. We've got a garden, mountain biking, and of course just hanging out with my friends and cooking and all the fun things. This house is what we would call a house hacker's dream. This is a great property, for you to be able to use your primary financing, 5% down, and be able to rent out all of the additional rooms. This is a pretty big one. I'm maybe guessing 20 rooms in here, so you can even have your own little community. But this type of house would definitely be able to live for free and also be able to get quite a bit of income, maybe to where you can even retire.